Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing my memory spread for the week of November 7th through the 13th, and for this week, I'm going to be using In the Woods by SPC, which is a beautiful fall witchy kit. This is the reformat of a 2020 mystery, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, I'm obsessed with this kit, I'm obsessed with the colors, and I'm super excited to finally get to use it. So that is the ultimate kit. Then, of course, we have some add-ons. So we have this tall box freebie. I got the doodles because duh, and I also got the fashion add-ons. And then for foil for this week, I'm going to be pairing the kit with the maple foil bundle from Caress Press, and this is in a orange foil. Very similar to Bonfire, if you ask me. And this is in the newer format, so we do have some extra full boxes. This is the new bottom washi sheet with the on theme hole protectors, which I'm obsessed with. We have scripts and icons, and then of course 2 pages of bougie. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and lay down the base of the spread, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so before we get into talking about this week, I do want to mention, in case anyone is new here, that I am a part of SPC's affiliate team. So if you guys want to save a little bit of money on your next order, I would greatly appreciate it if you use my code Elisa10 to save. But yeah, anyways, on to this week. So this week I continued my Dexter rewatch. We are on season 4, I believe, so halfway through. And it's going along great. This is like I swear it's like my 10th time rewatching Dexter, but it's like one of my favorite shows of all time, so I never get tired of it. And then I also got in a couple of books this week. So the first book I read was November 9th by Colleen Hoover, which I think it's like my 8th or 9th Colleen Hoover novel, but this one was a 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved it. It was just the perfect love story, just like from the very beginning. That first chapter just like hooked me, and I think I finished it in like 1 or 2 days. So it was really good. Highly recommend that book if you guys haven't read it. And then the second book I read, I took a switch and I went from romance to mystery thriller, and I read The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, I believe is her name, but I don't remember, honestly. I'm pretty sure that's her name. But I've been seeing this book hyped up on Book Talk and BookTube, and it was on Kindle Unlimited, so I was like, you know what? Let's pick it up. I've never read from this author before, but I know that she's known for her mystery thrillers, so I decided to pick it up, and I really enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I did not see the plot twist coming whatsoever. I don't know, I just really liked it, and I did find out that it's going to be a series. There's at least 2 books that I know of. So the next book comes out in February of next year, which I'm really excited about, just because of how this book ended. I don't know, I just have a good feeling about the sequel. So yeah, that comes out in February. I don't even remember what it's called. Let me see if I can get my Goodreads to load up really quickly so that I can give you guys the name of that novel. I'm definitely going to pre-order it. It's called The Handmaids, oh my god. We had The Handmaid's Tale finale this week, and I just like have that on my mind. The Housemaid's Secret. Did I say The Handmaids when I first was talking about the book? The book I read this week was The Housemaid, and the sequel is The Housemaid's Secret. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely pre-order that. I'm really excited to read that sequel. So yeah. Anyways, what else happened? So this week I thought I was going to get the series finale of The Walking Dead. I was prepared to just be like emotionally just, yeah. I was ready to become a mess after the finale. I do not have cable, so I pretty much watch everything exclusively on streaming services. So since AMC Plus became a thing, The Walking Dead has been available on there, and AMC usually releases the episodes like a week in advance for streamers, and then so we get it a week early compared to the cable watchers. So the episode that I watched last week is the episode that is airing this week on cable on the 13th. So I was expecting to get the finale this week, a week early, and it turns out that's not happening. So for whatever reason, AMC decided to have the finale of the show air at the same time for streamers and cable watchers. Now for me, that is telling me that there is something in that finale that they do not want spoiled for the cable watchers. And in the synopsis for the finale episode, it says something along the lines of a friend comes back to help or something along those lines. I don't remember exactly what it says, but because of that, I have a strong, we're going to talk predictions because I need to talk about it. And if you guys watch The Walking Dead, let me know if you agree or disagree with my predictions because I just need to talk about it because we're not going to get it for another week. But based on that synopsis, I am hoping and praying that Rick Grimes is going to make a return. Now, I did see a lot of people saying that it's not going to be Rick. They think it's going to be Morgan, and I am not caught up with Fear the Walking Dead. I have not watched the Fear the Walking Dead since I want to say season 3 or 4, so not caught up whatsoever. I have no idea what Morgan's storyline is in Fear because I have not watched it since he moved over to that show, so I have no idea how it would work if he came back to the main show. So that's going to be interesting if it is him. But yeah, I'm really hoping and praying it's Rick because I don't know how it's going to work with the spinoff that we're getting with Rick and Michonne if he doesn't come back in this finale. So I'm hoping and praying it's him. I also have like a lot of death predictions for this episode. It's not going to be a Walking Dead finale if someone doesn't die. And I just have a strong feeling that it's going to be Rosita. One of them is going to be Rosita. Like, I don't know. In the comics, she died like a long time ago at the hands of Negan. And not that the series is following the comics very well at all. But her death is overdue. I like Rosita, but I don't know. I really feel like it's going to be her or Jerry or Aaron, because Aaron is such a well-liked character. I feel like it would just like tear us apart if he died. But yeah, those are my death predictions. That's what I feel like is going to happen in the finale. I don't know. I'm nervous because I've been a huge Walking Dead fan since the beginning. I've watched it every year, every Sunday for the last 12 years, and I'm just not ready for it to be over. So yeah, I have another week to mentally prepare for the finale. But anyways, let's get on to talking about the day today because that's where we're at. So first thing I marked down was that I did my voiceover for my Plan With Me, and of course I uploaded that. Both of those doodles and scripts are from Carly Plans. And then I went to class, and then I marked down that I had a super boring day and not a whole lot going on, didn't have any homework due. So I did not a whole lot. I called my sister this day and we talked for about an hour, and then I just watched TV, and then I started November 9th on this evening, which, like I said, highly recommend. And then on Tuesday, the first thing that I marked down was that I have been up since 2 o'clock in the morning. So ever since the whole fall back situation, Figaro has been waking me up at 2 o'clock in the morning every morning. So I'm just not okay. I'm very sleep deprived. I try to go to bed earlier because I know he's going to wake me up, but like I get to reading books, so then I can't like go to bed unless I get to like a good stopping point, and it's just like I end up going to bed like at 11 or so, and then I get 3 hours of sleep, and it's just not It's not good. On the weekends, I go back to bed when I don't have class, but when I do have class, I just stay up because if I go back to sleep after I feed him at 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm just not going to get sleep. So, yeah. That was super fun. So yeah, I marked down that I didn't get any sleep, and then of course I chugged some coffee before heading to class this morning, and then on my way home from class, I stopped by McDonald's to get some breakfast. I walk from my apartment to campus, and McDonald's is like down the block. It's really like not really out of my way. So I just walked to McDonald's and got breakfast and went home, and then I took a nice long nap. And then I marked down that I was super annoyed. Don't ask me why, because I don't remember. And then I continued reading my book this day. And then now we'll move on to Wednesday. Wednesday, I did not have class. It was another work day for my photography final. So I slept in this day because I didn't do anything for my assignment. But that's okay because I got it done over the weekend. But yeah, I slept in. Went to Walmart to do some grocery shopping, and then I also marked down that I finished November 9th, and then Figaro started to not eat again. I talked about it in last week's Plan With Me that Figaro went on like a food hiatus for a couple of days. He started eating again, and then on Wednesday of this week, he stopped eating again. So that was super fun and stressful. So I went to the pet store this day to find some foods to entice him to eat. So I pretty much feed him exclusively, both him and Winnie. They're exclusively on like a poultry diet. So it's like maybe if I get him some seafood, wet food, that'll entice him to eat a little bit. So I got a couple cans of wet food and I got some treats and he just was not interested. So I marked down that I was getting to be a little worried. I was talking to my dad that evening and it turns out that his cat was also on a food strike for whatever reason. And like Figaro is very food motivated, so I always get worried if he gets off food. But my parents' cat, especially, like Homegirl is fat. Like she does not miss a meal, so you know something is wrong when she's not eating. So because they just spent the weekend together, I didn't exactly think it was a coincidence that they were both off food. But yeah, so I wasn't able to get him to eat on Wednesday night, but he did eventually start taking a few bites of his food on Thursday. So I started to feel a little bit better, but anyways, so Thursday I marked down first thing that I didn't go to class. I was too lazy. Which is fine. So the first thing I did on Thursday was that I went to the post office and I got gas because I was going to be going out of town this weekend. So I wanted to obviously fill up my tank, so I was prepared for my drive. And then I did some sticker organization because I have been putting off organizing stickers for so long. You guys should see the stack of scripts and doodles I have to put away in my collection, but I've been far too lazy to decant all of them, so I've just been hoarding that stack for quite some time. So it was time to get busy and get working on that. But I watched the finale of The Handmaid's Tale on Thursday because I forgot to do it on Wednesday. And then I marked down that I went to my lab in the evening and I continued reading The Housemaid. And then, like I said, Figaro started eating this evening, which he went almost a full 48 hours without touching his food whatsoever. And Thursday night he took like a couple bites of his food, which I was fine with. Like at least he was doing something because I had not seen him touch his food. I had not seen him drink any water, but like he was still his normal self, like fully going to the bathroom normally, playing normally, like he was completely normal. So I thought it was so strange that he went off his food. And then over the next few days, he started to eat a little bit more and more. And I'm happy to report, as of Sunday night, he ate his entire dinner, like full amount, his entire dinner. Over like Friday and Saturday, I was giving him like half of what I normally feed him because I was tired of wasting food. So since he was starting to eat those half meals, I was like, okay, maybe Sunday he'll eat his full meal, and he did. So as of Sunday night, he's eating full meals, and I'm very happy. So hopefully he doesn't do this again because my stress levels are just like skyrocketing with him. But anyways, back to the week. Friday, the first thing I marked down was that it was Veterans Day, and we had some serious thunderstorms come through Texas this day, so I had to mark that down. And with those thunderstorms came a cold front, so I marked down that I was freezing. I took Winnie out to potty Friday morning and it was like 80 degrees, and then those thunderstorms came through and it dropped like 20 degrees in a matter of minutes. It was ridiculous. But after that, I marked down that I watched Station 19 of Grey's Anatomy, and then of course, because what's new, I had a water leak in my kitchen, so I had to call maintenance to come fix that, which was super exciting. My apartment has like the worst maintenance ever. I hate dealing with them, and I always like dread whenever I have to call them. But anyways, I got taken care of the day of, which is a miracle if you ask me. The last time I had a water leak, it took them 2 weeks to fully fix it, so that was fun. Saturday was when I went out of town, so because I was working, I talked about my photography book final. I'm doing it on Birds of Texas, so I don't have any like good parks around me to do some bird photography, and because I wasn't going to go home, I canceled my trip. I was supposed to go home this day so I can go watch Black Panther Saturday night, but because Figaro was off food, I figured the stress of the drive wasn't going to be good for him, so I decided to stay home. I canceled my Black Panther tickets, which I'm so sad about because I'm actively avoiding spoilers on social media, but hopefully this coming weekend I can see that. But anyways, because I didn't go home, I figured I would go out of town to the DFW area to do some bird photography. There's a lot of parks and nature centers there that are good for that. So I woke up early, and I was out the door and on the road by 6 a.m. and I drove to Arlington. I went to a nature center there and got some bird photography in, and I was very excited because I got all of the pictures I needed within like an hour of being at this nature center. Like, it was fantastic. So I did that. I marked down that I was so sleepy because, again, I was up early. I didn't get to go back to bed. I didn't get to take a nap or anything like that, so I was exhausted. I got McDonald's on my way home. Then I took a nap. I took like a couple-hour-long nap because I was exhausted, and then I read my book. I sat down on my computer and culled and edited the photos, which just means like I picked the best photos out of the hundreds that I took and edited those and uploaded them to Flickr, which is how my professor has us like submit our photos. And then I marked down that I laid down the base to this spread. So yeah, super exciting Saturday. I think I decided that I'm just gonna go back to this nature park like every weekend just to get my assignments done, because like I said, I was there for like an hour and I got all the pictures I needed, and they were good pictures. I was very proud of the ones I got. And I am starting to post those on my photography Instagram, which I always have linked in the description box down below if you guys want to follow that. Shameless self-plug. But anyways, I'm moving on to Sunday, finally. Super lazy day. I slept in this day, and then I went to Walmart to do some grocery shopping again, and then I got gas on the way there because your girl was running low. And then I marked down that I finished the housemaid. I pulled stickers and filmed this spread, and that is pretty much it for this week and this plan with me. Super exciting week, obviously. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, I'll have all of these shops featured in the video, linked in the description box down below for you guys, as well as any coupon codes or referral links I have for them. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!